Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing some Chucky inspired press-on nails. So I already applied a base coat to my nails and I'm using a white color for the base color of that particular nail. I did apply 2 coats of that white and I just cut this Chucky decal out and I'm dipping it in water for about 10 to 20 seconds. It needs to be really saturated with water. That way it can just do this right here. Just slide right off and cling onto the nail. And then I'm filing off the excess decal that's like hanging over the nail. I usually would cut that, but I couldn't find my tiny scissors, so I just filed it off. And then because the border was like white and I didn't really like that, I'm painting a border around the decal black. So with these particular decals, it's best to use a white base coat so you can see the picture more better. And after that, I was done with that nail. I applied top coat and let it cure. And you can see here I'm mixing some colors and I'm just trying to create a fleshy type color. So for this nail, I'm going to be creating like some wounds. And I applied 2 coats of this color and let it cure. And then I'm going in with some poly gel. So I want it to be a little bit 3D as opposed to just drawing like a fake cut on there, like slash. So I'm using poly gel. I just put a blob of poly gel on there. It's clear, by the way. And I'm just shaping it to my liking. I also went in with this tool here, made a little slit in the middle of it. And that kind of created like some depth, and I'm taking black to create more depth and putting it right inside that slit. I do go around with that fleshy color on top of the poly gel right here so it'll blend better, because you can see that it was clear poly gel. And then I'm going in with some red. I'm going right over that black with some red, and then just taking my finger and creating some blood mess on the nail. So here I'm going in with some black and creating like some stitches. I went ahead and I did another slash on the bottom, and I did finish this off with top coat. I'm sorry, I know it's going kind of fast, but I did finish it off with top coat, with a matte top coat. Let that cure, and then I went back in with a glossy top coat, so it kind of makes the wounds stick out a little better. So for all of the nails that I do here, like this one as well, I applied that flesh color and then I'm applying some blood drips. I finished them all off with a matte top coat and then go back in with a glossy top coat on like the blood parts, and you guys will see that as I go along, as I create more blood wound type nails. So here I'm just creating some drips, and this would be easier. It would have been easier if I would have just applied the matte coat on top of the fleshy color part and then added the red top coat. That's okay, I completely forgot. But here you see I'm going back in with that gloss top coat. So I don't know, it just makes it pop better having the matte and then gloss on top. So for the next 2 nails, I'm making them black. I did apply 2 coats of each color for every nail that I did, of course allowing them to cure in between. For this particular nail, for some reason I cut out some of the footage, but it's very simple. I used a red metallic nail foil. You can see it over there on the side of my hand, and just applied it on that nail sporadically. At the end of the video, you guys will see how it looked, but I'm sorry about that. It's a very simple nail. And for this one, you can see here, I'm just writing Chucky in bold letters. And I let that cure, and then I do go over it just to add a little something more with that red metallic paper. So you see what I'm doing there with it? That's all I did to that other black solid nail. So that hand was finished, and now I'm going to the other hand and applying again a white base coat. I'm using Tiffany this time, and I'm applying that Tiffany decal to this nail. So my decal kind of folded at the bottom there, but it's really easy. I just took some water, dipped my finger in it, and I was able to like work it so that it fixed. And going in on the sides, taking off the excess. You see the white border at the bottom? I'm doing the same thing as I did to the Chucky one to this Tiffany decal, just creating that black border around the whole decal and applying top coat and onto the next nail. So this nail is very simple. I apply 2 coats of black, letting it cure in between, of course. And then I'm going around the perimeter of the nail with some small red rhinestones, letting that cure. And I finished off with a glossy top coat. So next I'm going to be doing a pinky and also I believe the thumb. And I'm using this fleshy color for both of those. I applied 2 coats of each color to the nail. For the thumb, I'm going to make a knife charm. So I don't have any knife charms. And I also felt like being a little extra. I didn't want to just draw a knife on there. So here you see I have some clear polygel. And I have it on a piece of plastic. And I'm just creating a knife shape. So after I shaped it, I went ahead and cured it for like 30-60 seconds. And then once it was cured, it's nice and hard. So that way it's sturdy enough for me to like shape it and file it to my liking. I'm taking an alcohol wipe, wiping all the excess dust off, and then going in and actually coloring it. So I did several coats of that gray and that black and let it cure in between. Now I'm going to apply it to the nail. I believe I used some type of gel glue and then let it cure. So it's nice and sturdy and stuck on there. After it cured, I going back in and I'm applying some more detail to the knife. So adding some blood here. And I do go back in and kind of darken up the blood. But you can see I'm just creating some drips, making it nice and messy. So next I'm going to do the other flesh colored nail, and I'm just taking my clear polygel and going in and creating a little gash to the top of the nail. So same process, just molding the polygel to my liking, making a little slit in the middle, creating some depth, adding black, blending the polygel in with the rest of the nail with that fleshy color. And I'm going in with some red. I go with some bright red first, and then I went in with some black and just created the blood so that looks a little bit darker. Then after I let it cure, this is a matte top coat. Like I said, for all of the fleshy colored nails, I applied a matte top coat, let that cure, and then I go back in with a glossy top coat and just go over all the little details. So you see here, I'm going in with the glossy top coat over that blood. And I also go back in with more black to the middle of the gash because the matte top coat kind of dulled it out. So here, I'm applying top coat to my charm, glossy top coat, and then glossy top coat to all of the blood that's around it. So just applying it so that it kind of stands out more. And this nail is the last nail. I honestly did not know what to do. I didn't feel like being extra anymore. I applied a black gel polish and then I had this nice glitter color, and that's it. I really like how these nails came out. I especially love that Tiffany nail. She looks so cute. And I also really like how that thumbnail came out with that knife charm. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Did you enjoy this video? Feel free to check out my website. I have a whole bunch of press-ons, custom press-ons, and nail products and more. I will leave all the links in the description box. Let me know if you have any questions and feel free to leave some comments. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.